Dear future me, diary entry 4th of April 2026. Back from America, and I'm having to think about the various projects that I will be running in parallel as I work through and begin to behave and perform like a full-time musician. The first thing I want to talk about in this diary entry is landing on a look. There are some things that I've tried before. There will probably be some things that I try in the future, and I'll kind of document those. What I thought I'd do is just have a quick look and see what Google AI says about what musicians should wear. So musicians should wear outfits that align with the genre, band and venue, focusing on comfort, mobility, a memorable style that stands out from the audience. Now, first off, style in terms of genre and band, that's a rabbit hole for another time. In terms of memorable style that stands out from the audience, there are some prime examples of people that do that already. Could look at someone like Steven Tyler, very flamboyant presentation. Rob Halford of Judas Priest, he has no hair like me. It's not like I can do the Steven Tyler look with the hair and the beard. Very outlandish. Again, not me. C6 Steve, well, that's kind of closer maybe in terms of style, in terms of just relaxed comfort. Is that something that's highly tuned? I don't know. I mean, is that just naturally him? At least it's presented like it is. If it's naturally me, then I'm wearing a Tesco t-shirt and some Tesco pants, and that's it. 10 quid total. Or do I need to go and stand out a little bit more? As it said, it's a memorable style that stands out from the audience, and wearing Tesco stuff isn't going to do that for me. So I've tried a bunch of things. I started off in Bash and Strum, and we tried black t-shirts, just coordinating with t-shirts. Then we went to shirts for more formal kind of wear, where we did birthday parties and other kind of performances that required us to dress up a bit. Went from that to looking at other things like wearing a waistcoat, particularly when I started playing for myself or playing on my own. Wearing a waistcoat, wearing puffy sleeved shirts that kind of stood out, that weren't run of the mill. I didn't wear a hat originally, but then I started wearing a hat because losing the hair meant that I was getting sweat in my eyes, particularly when I was doing lots of work in the heat. And I even wore a top hat once. I think there's a picture of me wearing a top hat. So there are some things that I've tried. All of them are pretty mundane, pretty run of the mill. I remember seeing an interview with David Bowie where he talks about his wife at the time, Angie, that helped him develop his look. Now, do I want to develop my look, or do I want to develop the music, and is it a mixture of the two? On the cover card, on the card for this video, you'll see Mark Bolan in his early kind of incarnation of himself, and in his latter incarnation of himself, the one that we all kind of know and remember today. So there is an evolution that takes place, and I'm sure there will be an evolution that takes place with me. I'm just going back to some of the notes here. It says, think about the 3-part theory. Aim to combine at least 2 of these elements. Colour, brightness and contrast and movement. Fringes, flowing fabrics and sparkle. Really? Okay. Dress better than the audience. The aim of a level up from patrons to look professional, avoiding basic everyday clothing like gym shorts. This is what I'm going to be wearing. It's a boiler suit, or you could call it an adult onesie. The plan is to go back 43 years and use my knowledge and understanding of screen printing to screen print onto this boiler suit. Different elements, words from songs, emblems, other elements that I think are tied to the music and tied to the work that I'm doing. And so I'm going to start there. A onesie covered in graffiti. I'm going to leave it there. My plan is to next week to start to screen print, and I'll show you what I'm doing there, as well as I'm working on a bunch of other things simultaneously, but I'm just trying to keep things kind of organized, so we'll touch on those in future videos. Anyway, thank you for coming along. Like and subscribe, or whatever. Thank you very much. All the best. Take care. Bye bye.